And if you actually see, a lot of these Bollywood movies do actually portray limerence either from the actor or the actress's side. Hey there, wonderful viewers. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gayatri Velit. I'm a counseling psychologist, and currently I have a private practice in Mumbai as well as I take online sessions. So let's dive into the video. What exactly is limerence? Let me break it down to you. Limerence is an overwhelming emotional state where you feel intensely infatuated and obsessed over this one individual in your life. And it's like an all-consuming crush sort of thing on steroids. Now, there's a difference between love and limerence, right? Unlike love, which tends to be more stable, more grounded, where you feel more safe with that person, limerence is all about idealization, delusion, fantasy. Psychologists have actually studied this concept for quite some time, and it was actually first brought up by this psychologist named Dorothy. It was back in 1970s. So before you say, is this a new concept come up by Gen Zs? No, it's always been there. So to better understand this concept, imagine that you meet someone new and they become your primary focus. Now you can't stop thinking about them, imagining the perfect future together, and you're constantly seeking their attention no matter what. Now if you look at this, it's like a whirlwind of emotions that takes you on a roller coaster ride, honestly, because as much as you feel it's excitement, but there's a lot of anxiety also when you experience limerence, right? And I won't call limerence as an emotion. I think it's more like an experience. So how do you know that you are experiencing this? What are some of the common signs? So first is constantly thinking about them. So if you find yourself daydreaming about that person all the time, then it's possible that they might have triggered limerence in you. Second is idealizing about this person. So you see this person as someone who's perfect from head to toe, and everything they do is extraordinary in your eyes. Third is extreme emotional highs and extreme lows. So your emotions, fluctuate dramatically based on their responses or actions towards you. Fourth is fear of rejection. So the thought of them actually not reciprocating your feelings terrifies you. It brings up something for you and you're really, really afraid of that. I know these are some common signs. There are more signs that I'll be talking about, but for now, picture this, that you're infatuated with someone and just seeing their name pop up on your phone gives you butterflies. But if they don't respond to your message as quickly as you'd like, you feel like there's something wrong, like you feel like an overwhelming sense of sadness or an overwhelming sense of doubt. And it's like a roller coaster of emotions. It's like up and down, up and down. Sometimes you feel very excited, like very euphoric. Sometimes you feel the opposite of it. Okay, now if limerence is such a thrilling experience, then why is it considered a little, something that can create an issue to your mental health? So let's understand what are its possible challenges and consequences. Now first is of course the unrequited limerence. So when your feelings are not reciprocated, it can be extremely devastating and it can lead to an intense heartbreak. I mean, it's just been 5 days you've spoken to this person and you've done all the khali pulao and now you are in an extreme low. Second is it can impact your relationship. So if you're already in a committed relationship and you're experiencing limerence for someone else, it can sometimes cause confusion and guilt. Don't worry, you can always talk to a therapist about it. Third is obsession, but that obsession is leading to a loss of focus. So limerence can actually consume your thoughts and energy a lot, okay? So it can make it very challenging for you to concentrate on other aspects of your life. If I were to give an example to this, let's say imagine that you're completely infatuated with this person, you're completely obsessed with this person, and when you're at work, you can't focus on your tasks because they are all that you're thinking about. And because of this, your work performance gets affected, it starts to suffer, and you actually find yourself, daydreaming about them the whole time. And you might miss out on important details in your work, and it can actually come out as very disruptive in your life routine. How do I cope up with this, psychologist? Yes, I'm here to tell you how you can cope up if you're caught in this whirlwind of limerence. Don't worry, there are some ways to cope with these intense emotions, some normal general things that I'll be telling you. First is to recognize and acknowledge. So be aware of your feelings, understand what limerence is, understand that it's okay, it's a temporary emotional state, label it. Second is limit contact. Try to create some healthy distance from this person because it can actually help in reducing the intensity of emotions that you might experience. Third is focus on yourself. It's very important to look inwards, rediscover your passions, your hobbies, reestablish that self-care routine that you must have lost because of this experience of limerence to regain balance in your life. And fourth and the most important thing is talk to a friend. If she gives you some good advice, great, but talk to your therapist about this thing. Share your feelings. Sometimes sharing your emotions with someone who you trust and is also a professional can be incredibly helpful. Limerence and media. What does the role of media play in this? So when I talk about media, I am talking about Bollywood specifically because that's what I have grown up watching. And if you actually see, a lot of these Bollywood movies do actually portray limerence either from the actor or the actress's side. And I do genuinely, firmly believe that media has in some way shaped the definition of love for us. Somewhere it has made it seem like love is something that's obsessional or delusional or a lot about fantasy at first sight. Now here's the point. I'm not saying that love at first sight does not work in the long term. There are a lot of people who have had successful marriages because there is in no way denying that love at first sight cannot lead into anything healthy. But it leading into something healthy is more of a happenstance, and it's not a cause and effect that love at first sight will lead to a marriage. So that is something that we need to understand, this difference. And of course, you might know some Bollywood movies where limerence has been portrayed. So let me know in the comments section which movies have portrayed limerence in a beautiful way. That being said, limerence and love is always going to be different. So even if in your initial stage of relationship you might experience something like limerence, but it's okay, because in that context you need to understand it's different from pure limerence, because in that relationship you are committed to that person, there's requited feelings. And there you have it, the captivating concept of limerence. It's a little complicated. I will be covering more about it in few other videos, but remember, it is a powerful emotion, but it doesn't define your entire life or future. Embrace it, learn from it, but most importantly, focus on your growth and well-being. Thank you folks for watching this video till the end. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share it with your friends. If any one of your friends is experiencing something like this, I'm pretty sure it's going to be very helpful to them.